Sebastian, yeah, I'm just sitting here about an hour ago when suddenly I hear an extremely loud boom. I turn my head and I look towards the top of the ship. About halfway through the ship, I see a giant fiery explosion. I call up the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard tells me that thankfully no one was hurt, as firefighters are actually on the exterior of the ship trying to put out the fire. You can actually see their small fireboat. They are spraying water on the exterior, trying to cool down the exterior. But it happened when a combustible pressurized tank for welding caught fire. But Tacoma community members have spent the entire day out here watching them try and fight this fire from that smaller boat spraying water on its exterior.
Something you don't see every day.
It's hard to look away
Oh my, look at that black smoke.
from an alarming spectacle like this.
Wouldn't be surprised if we had some flames.
It looks like it's actually catching on fire again.
A Trident seafood ship
It's about to cook.
suffering a stubborn blaze,
In fact, it's worse right now.
now burning for more than 36 hours.
Wow, and it seems to be starting to lean over to that side a little bit more.
Authorities say so far no one's been hurt in this seafood ship fire since it started Saturday morning.
We were very fortunate that the fire was quickly spotted and reported, and the crew on board was able to safely evacuate.
The Coast Guard describing why it's taking so long to put out.
Your typical means of putting out a fire, which include adding water to it, also have some issues for vessel stability. So
Well, look at it. It looks like it's falling over.
Raising the stakes even more, the ship's estimated to have about 55,000 gallons of diesel fuel on it.
if a vessel becomes unstable, that creates a situation where the vessel could theoretically either sink or capsize at the pier, which is what we're trying to avoid, so we can make sure that we avoid any discharge into the marine environment.
And even though there are no reported signs of maritime pollution at this time, it's still a top concern for people like Cindy Crawford.
The smoke, that'll go away eventually. But what has it done to the waters? Or the fish?
Authorities also issued a shelter-in-place order due to concerns over smoke.
I hope nobody gets hurt.
But despite that order, it didn't stop people from coming out to take a look.
Probably go home and use my inhaler.
Also on board tonight, an estimated 19,000 pounds of Freon. So if you're in the Northeast Tacoma area, authorities do advise you to stay inside tonight to limit your exposure to smoke in this very bad air quality. Reporting live, I'm Maddie White, King 5 News.